following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Jay in Boston. Hey, Jay, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. You really assembled a stable of amazing people. I mean, they all have different strengths, different areas. And,
yeah.
Man, each one is a superstar in their own way. I've seen it over the years.
Well, listen, man, we appreciate you being out there growling and prowling with us. If you guys and ladies and tigers and tigresses weren't out there, folks, we would have zero.
Yeah, it's unique, and it's and it goes back to your basic belief of an open platform, which I've heard you say that years ago.
Right.
And it's really bearing fruit now. I would say.
Yeah, I agree. It is.
Yeah.
Cooking, brother.
Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personal. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements that are personal to you. It's no one's truth but your own. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 42, NASDAQ down 23, S&P's off 1, gold contract up $2.30, trading at $13.30 an ounce. Silver down 6 cents, $17.80 an ounce. Platinum flat, $9.81 an ounce. We got the copper market down 2 pennies, trading at $2.96 a pound. Light sweet crude up 32 cents, $49.63 a barrel. The oil market, folks, has a bid behind it. Got some volume, got the price spread. Looks like not only $50 is on the table here, but it's going to try to break that 50. Notes, 10-year note down 3 ticks, 126.11. 30-year bond up 4, 154.30. King dollar down 348 ticks, trading 92.160. You got the euro trading at 119 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 110.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We take a look at the SPY. The SPY is just laying at its highs. You got expiration tomorrow. Bottom line, we'll see what they goose it in the morning and then just give it up. We are at 250.09. We hit 250.32. Today, that'll be an all-time high. Bottom line, we'll see where this shakes out coming into close. I don't expect action in either the Dow or the S&P coming into the close. Dow's at an all-time high, trading right at an all-time high right now, 22,202. Yeah, and 212 is the high. Composite, NASDAQ composite, NDX 100, a little bit different. You have the composite. You get a sideways move to down. You're down 24 bucks. The number here is that it couldn't handle your 64.60 area. We got up to 64.49 on the first. We got up to yesterday 64.60.44, which is pretty wild because it's 64.60.84. So it missed the high by 41 hundredths of one. That's pretty intense. Volume-wise out here, the volume is going to be important today in the NASDAQ, folks. We're at 1.2 billion. So we'll see whether we actually come down on volume or not. Right now, the volume is light. And when I say it's going to be important, this is why. When you have so we have the Dow Industrials at all-time highs. So what we'd be looking at is that, okay, does that go to all-time highs and has a light volume? If, like right now, the way that we're trading, we are at 443. That's saying it's going to be lighter volume, okay? Now, in the context that the NASDAQ goes down, what we'd love to see is volume, meaning that it has some volume on the way down. Now, that's very hard to do. It's very hard for the S&Ps to go topside, for the NASDAQ to go down, and one have volume and the other have lighter volume. We'll see where this shakes out coming into the close today. The gold contract, what do we have with gold? Gold contract out here traded to a price point of $13.19. We're at $13.30 right now. Let's bring this back. Take a look at this baby. Okay, so we've done 320,000 contracts. That's still good because we're going into 460,000. Okay, so you get a high volume spike intraday. Interesting. That was off the CPI number this morning. Okay, so the gold contract still, more than likely, we're going to see that still pull back. And we're coming into a Friday. Bottom line, that what's still game here is 1305, 1307. Silver. Let's go take a look at the silver market out here. What we have with silver. Silver right now is trading at a price point of $17.80. And yeah, silver's a little bit different here. This is going to get interesting watching this. Okay, so we've done 81,000 contracts. So the contract volume is good. It's going into 88. That still looks like it wants lower price too. It looks at 1740 is game. So I expect what we're going to have here is that we are going to have a fast market tomorrow morning. Good old Friday. Crude oil. Let's take a look at the crude. The crude contract's up 34 cents right now. Trading at 50.09. It hit 50.88. And I believe this has, yeah, it does. It has volume behind the move, man. So your last high out here is 50.62. Got into it, has the volume behind the move. That's saying that good old oil contract is going to basically try to bust through this 50 area. We'll see whether it can get any juice through 50. I mean, CL1. Let me just look at this on a continuous contract. Okay, so the last time we were over 50 goes back to, that's May. May we were at 52. April we're at 53. But bottom line, yeah, it looks like it wants to bust through this. So if we bust through the swing high from August, then you get game up here about 52.5 bucks. Notes, the 10-year note. What do we have with the 10-year note? 10-year note right now traded to a low of 126.05. We've done 1.3 million contracts. You're coming into 1.5 million. And the notes might be just about done. They can test it another time. 126.04. Interesting. Yeah, so the highs of the trading from the 8th of August going back to the 24th of July are basically right where it's at right now. That could test it one more time. The dollar. What do we have with the good old King dollar? King dollar out here got to a price point today of 92.420. Gave it up on price. That being said, you have the volume behind the move. This will be right back up here. We've done 36,000 contracts. So what the dollar is trying to do is get back inside the 92.230 first. You get that. We did it yesterday. We got in there yesterday. Gave it up today. You get that going, then what puts game on is 93.840. And that still wouldn't be a dead cat bounce. The dead cat bounce on the dollar would get it up to about 94.716. That'd be a heck of a bounce. That's only a 0.382 bounce, but that'd still be a decent bounce. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 39. NASDAQ is down 25. S&Ps are off $1.50. We'll be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are up 37, Nasdaq's down 27, S&Ps are off 2. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do each Tuesday and Thursday right here at TFNN. And don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. You can get that right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great HD quality video. As you come over to our website, you're going to see right on the top of the carousel, our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. We have a special that's going on right now, and what that special is all about, folks, Andy had done a great course. And that course, okay, is the 12 essential lessons in trading commodities. You can come over to our website. You can test either one of Andy's newsletters. You can test Daily Essentials, which is his daily. You can test drive the Techno-Mento Commodity Report, which is weekly. You do that, you're going to immediately get the first lesson, which is September, which is Commodity Markets and Demographics. This is going to go on for a full year, folks, September to next August, okay? Check it out on the front page of TFNN. Great newsletters, great education. Andy Hecht, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I put up a chart here that I want to go over with you, and it's a chart of the dollar index dating back to 1985. And you know, I'm definitely don't disagree with you that the dollar should catch a bid here. We do need, like, you know, a bit of a recovery here, but I just want to show you this chart. So from 1985 to 1992, 7 years of a downward trend in the dollar. Then from 92 to 2001, 9 years of an uptrend, which then took it into a downtrend from 01 to 08, another 7 years down. And right now, we're coming out of a 9-year uptrend in the dollar. So the way I'm looking at this, if these trends hold, we got a bear market in the dollar till at least 2024 if this pattern holds.
That's wild. You know what's wild is that you're saying, and you know, it's 9 years, which is hard to believe. So what Andy's talking about, folks, is that the dollar bottomed in 2008 at 70.80, and it just seems weird that that's that long ago, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, I'll tell you. I mean, I could see it going to 94 or even 95.
Yeah.
But I don't think, I don't think we've seen the lows yet.
Oh no, I don't either. No, listen, I think the next stop is 88.
80, maybe a 70 handle on this sucker.
Oh, it's there, man. It's going to be interesting.
And that makes me very bullish on gold, Tom.
Yeah.
Longer term, no question.
No, I like the trade. I like the trade.
Yeah, and it seems like there's a lot of people who don't believe in the dollar here because every time it seems to pick its head up, it gets whacked. As Dave White says, like a redheaded stepchild.
Well, there's no doubt that you have large, funds. You have someone large selling the dollar. There's no two ways about it, man. You can't move the dollar around like that, folks.
No, without big volume.
Right. The thing that is intriguing, though, if we do take a look at this again, so I guess on the longer basis, and this is where, when I was looking at this too, so let's see, I'll put this back 50 years, right? I don't think it goes 50 because the dollar index has, so let's see, what is that? That's 86 I can go to. So
I go to 85 on mine.
Yeah, so when you look at it, it's like, well, it seems that between 82 and 97, I don't think, the banks are going to worry about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it seems, like when you look at this, folks, it was like an outlier when in 2000 it went to 121. And I suspect it's probably an outlier when we get under 82. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
it's going to be interesting, though. I know, man.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about crude oil.
Okay. Yeah.
If you got the
$50 too, man.
Well, yeah, we got the sweet spot, but I think we're going to get much more.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a new high for 2017 here, which is above 55.24. Now, it might not be a lot. Listen, we got a new low. It went 15 cents below the support. We might only go 15 cents above the resistance here, but crude oil has a lot going for it here. First of all, the term structure, the forward curve, has tightened. So you got the 1 year December spread is moved from about $1.70 to about 60 cents or so, a little bit below there. That's tightening. We've also seen the Brent curve has gone into backwardation, where December 2018 price is below the December 2017 price. So that's positive for oil. You also have these crack spreads, which have, kind of blown the roof off. You got the heating oil crack spreads up around $25. You also have Brent trading at over a $5 premium to West Texas Intermediate, and that tends to go up. That premium tends to go up during bullish periods. So, and you got the weak dollar, and you got, general industrial commodity prices are doing all right, except copper's pulling back certainly here. But I think there's a lot of reasons for oil to rebound to around $55. That's kind of my target right now.
That's going to be quite a ride, man. I mean, that's good. Hey, we'll see what happens.
So we'll see what happens there. Gold, let's look at copper quickly because that's been a big mover. That thing has come down 20 cents,
Yeah.
The laws of gravity have taken over in copper, and we know that these commodities take the stairs up and the elevator down, and copper is certainly on the elevator right now. I guess the target's around $2.85 a pound, but I'd be a scale down buyer below $2.90.
Yeah, I mean, the way copper ran, right? It went nonstop from, $2.50 to, $3.17?
$3.17 and change. Yeah, I think Chinese buying. I mean, we've seen other things. We saw iron ore go from $52 up to $75. We saw the Baltic Dry Index go from 820 on the 10th of July all the way up to 1355.
Okay.
So, those are signs that the Chinese are in the market. When the Chinese are in the market buying commodities, copper is what they love to buy.
Yeah, when they're in the market to buy anything, it's going up.
That's for sure. Let's take a look at natural gas. Very interesting today. So we had a big injection for a change. 91 BCF went into inventories. And, of course, through all the little injections, the price went down. And today, a big injection, the price went up to 310. So kind of counterintuitive here, but you really need to have a continuation of injections over 76 BCF a week for the next 9 weeks, which is the end of injection season in the middle of November, to reach 4 trillion cubic feet, or we're going to go in a little light into the winter season this year.
All you need is a quick cold front, right?
Quick cold front, and you get $4 natural gas, maybe even higher.
Boy.
If it's a prolonged one.
We haven't seen that for a while.
Well, February 2014, we got up to $649.30.
Yeah.
So, just 3 years. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But certainly natural gas is caught a little bit of a bid. Resistance over there, Tom, 314.20. And support's down at around 280, so we're kind of closer, a lot closer to the resistance.
And you know what's amazing, Andy and folks, is that so natural gas. I'm looking at this. I haven't traded it for a while, meaning in the futures. So you're putting up $1,900, right? I remember the last time I traded this, Andy. It was like I was putting up 15 to 20,000.
Yeah.
On the,
volatility's very low. Good reason to buy options.
That's crazy, man. Wow. Stay right there. Andy and I are coming right back, folks. And of course, Andy's going to be coming up at 5 to 6 o'clock tonight, growling and prowling with you. Dow Industrials up 45, Nasdaq down 27, S&P's off $1.50. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien has just announced that he'll be coming to Boston September 30th for a free workshop, The Art of Timing the Trade. Join Tom O'Brien Saturday morning, September 30th at the Boston Marriott in Burlington, Massachusetts, as he breaks down his trading methodology and provides you with the tools to become a more successful and profitable trader. Everyone that attends in person will receive a free signed copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. Daryl Martin from Apex Investing Institute will also be presenting for 90 minutes at this free event.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. Join me in Boston on September 30th as I return to my hometown for a workshop about the art of timing the trade. I look forward to seeing all the tigers and tigresses for this special free event.
All action starts early at 7:30 a.m. with a continental breakfast and wraps up at about 1 p.m. Topics that Tom will be covering during his presentation include quality volume, cause and effect, ABC structures, swing points, and much, much more. For all the information on this free Boston event taking place Saturday, September 30th, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you're looking to open your portfolio to a world of opportunity, consider the new market-safe emerging currency CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 5 equally weighted currencies from Brazil, China, India, Indonesia, and Turkey at a time when experts see great potential for global growth. Even better, it features a 7.0 leverage factor, which means you could earn a potential market upside payment of 7 times the CD's performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. The September 28th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA, FSB, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are up 49, all-time high. Nasdaq is down 27. S&Ps are up $1.50. We are talking markets. We're talking commodities with our man, Mr. Andy Heck. And don't forget, Andy's got a great show, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Also, 2 great newsletters. He has the Daily Essentials, which is a daily newsletter. He has Technomental Commodity Report, which is his weekly newsletter. And right now, there's a special going on, folks, that you can come over to our website, at TFNN. And what you're going to see, you can test drive either one of those, and you are going to get Andy's full course, which is the 12 essential lessons for trading commodities. Now, when we talk commodities, Andy, and you happen to be in Las Vegas, is marijuana legal in Nevada?
Yes, it's as of July 1st, the recreational marijuana is legal in Nevada.
So I guess they're opening places up then, right?
There's places all over the place.
Okay.
And actually, behind the strip along the I-15 corridor,
yeah,
where there were a lot of empty warehouses, there's no more real estate. It's all grow houses now.
Okay, so check this out. The reason I bring this up, this is quite an article here. So you talk about a state that first, went into gambling, Atlantic City, New Jersey, right? So check this out, folks. This come across this afternoon. New Jersey, which reaped billions from slot machines and blackjacks in the decades before the casino fever had jumped state lines, Atlantic City, of course, was one of them. Well, what they're doing, Andy and folks, is they plan on basically getting this thing legalized quick. They had isn't this wild? This is just wild, shaking it out. And the reason for bottom line, folks, is the tax structure. No one wants to live in New Jersey, man. They're in debt so dramatically, it's unbelievable. But this whole article is really interesting, man. And the guy that's going to be...
I did see that. I mean, I have to tell you, I don't think it'll happen with Chris Christie there, but it'll happen with their next governor.
Well, he's out. It looks like I don't know if Chris Christie. I don't even think he's running. No, he's not running because Democrat Phil Murray, he has a 25% lead right now. Has vowed to legalize the recreational marijuana, and then this is par for the course for politicians, right? Chris Christie's lieutenant governor for the last 8 years, who Chris Christie hated pot. She's also for it too.
Right. By the way, all 50 states it'll be legal, I believe, very shortly.
Just the tax. And
it's the tax.
It's just the tax, right?
Sure, it's a big revenue.
They need the money, honey. That's
big
pretty wild.
Revenue. Big revenue.
Yeah.
So it won't be long before we're talking about the marijuana crop in the WASDE report.
I know, man. Well, it's going to be. It's realistically. Let me just see. What blew my mind here? Just right now, they're saying that in 2016, legally, in the United States, $6.7 billion was spent.
Right. Right. I mean, look.
And it's only
that money was flowing to illegal drug cartels and all that. And look.
That's over.
The bottom line is tax it.
Yeah.
That's my view. That's my view.
No, I just find it so intriguing that's what it always comes down to the bread, man. It always comes down to the bread. That's the bottom line. So.
Oh, absolutely. So meanwhile, very interesting. We did have that World Agricultural Supply and Demand Estimates report on Tuesday. And, it really was not that bullish. It was like, basically they bumped up the inventories from the August report. The crop production is big. And, so the markets, actually, soybeans, corn, and wheat have all gone up since it. And the reason, Tom, very simple. We had a big rally in those markets in late June and early July. Yeah. Because there was a drought. There was a drought scare in the Dakotas and Montana in the wheat market, and corn and beans followed it. But then it kind of petered out. And, from early July, the prices of these things just cascaded lower.
I know, man. Look at this.
But you know what? Even though the report said, hey, the 5th straight year of bumper crops and big inventories, those markets ran out of selling. I mean, and that's what happens sometimes in these markets. The selling was so aggressive over the summer that there's basically no one left to sell it right now.
Right.
So that's why we're getting a nice little bump up in the beans. I wouldn't get too bullish on these things here. But I will say one thing. The next time there is a crop problem in any of these things, watch out above. I mean, we could run like you can't believe in these agricultural commodities because population of the world is growing. You got a perfect storm here with the dollar weak. And if, what I see on these long-term charts, the dollar's going to continue to weaken. That's going to be supportive for U.S. exports. That'll eat away at inventories. And when you get a crop problem in any of these agricultural markets, more people are competing to buy these things each year.
Yeah.
And the minute that you don't have enough and a surplus turns into a deficit, watch out. You're going to see some wild price action.
Yeah, it's intriguing that, I guess that they couldn't catch a bid even with the dollar going down, right? I mean, it's like...
Well, you know what? I mean, it's big crops. There's big crops. There's enough of this stuff in inventories and in production to feed the world for the coming year. And, this stuff doesn't last forever. So, it's a year-to-year affair. But if you look back long-term, on some of these charts, the prices today are much higher than they were, the base prices.
Right.
Like, look at wheat. I put up a wheat chart, a quarterly wheat chart.
Okay.
It goes back to the 70s. You could see that gently the base price is rising. Let's look at the same chart in corn. Again, gently, the base price is rising. And in soybeans, the same thing. And you'd see that in many different commodities. So whereas corn used to fall to $2 or $1.50 a bushel, now it falls to $3 to $3.50.
Yeah.
So the base prices have gone up, and that's a function of population and wealth growing and more complex foodstuffs in places like China, and that trend's going to continue.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Crude, so corn. We're at 354. That corn, man, look, I got the corn up there. I thought a corn went limit up and limit down. 1 second, hold it. What was that? Interesting.
I don't think so.
No, it didn't. It didn't. What?
Yeah. But if you look back...
I had cotton. That's what it was. It was cotton.
Cotton, yeah, cotton's crazy. I mean, cotton, you had some crop destruction in Texas with Harvey, and then you had, like, cotton run to the moon. It ran to, let's put a cotton chart up here.
Yeah, I got it up right now. It's sick.
It ran up to 75 3/4 cents because when Irma was coming, they were afraid that if it went up the East Coast, it would go over South Carolina and flood the cotton crops.
Okay.
But since it went up your coast and kind of went into Mississippi and beyond, and Alabama and stuff, as a tropical storm, South Carolina wasn't touched, so cotton just fell apart. And then the USDA WASDE came out Tuesday when there was pressure already in the market, and they said, oh, the production's okay this year, and inventories are a little bit higher, so they just, limit down, blah, and threw up all over
Twice.
it. Now we're down. Right. Now we're down probably around where it's going to stay for a little while. I still like cotton. I still think it's good.
I like this setup, man. I mean, this came back to where it took off from, yeah.
You want fluffy volatility? Look at the cotton market.
I've never traded cotton, man. It's not liquid though, right?
No, it's not liquid. Yeah, right. Whenever I go, I use BAL, which is the ETN, or I use options.
Cool. Listen, folks, right here, 5 o'clock, 5 to 6 o'clock. Check out the special Andy has right now on the front page of TFNN. Andy, have a great one, a safe one. Of course, we look forward to the show in an hour and 15 minutes.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you, man. Stay right there, folks. Coming back with some closing numbers for you.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the NDX 100 and see the strength versus the weakness. Strength inside the NDX today is Tesla. That's up 2.8%. You get AMAT, Applied Materials, up 2%. Surin Corp is up 1.7. Xilinx is up 1.1. These chip stocks just continue higher. Taking points away from the NDX 100 today is that you got Henry Schein down 4.6%, INCY's down 3.2%, you get T-Mobile off 2.3%, and you get Charter Communications down 2.2%. Let's go to T-Mobile for a second. I want to see what they probably match something with. Let's see. I don't know. They just come out with T-Mobile says Netflix off will help keep subscribers. No, well, let's see. What I'm looking for here is I'm looking for them matching the Ma Bell deal, because Ma Bell, folks, okay, it's got a deal out there that I expect these other companies are going to probably match, and what it is buy one iPhone 8 or 8 Plus and get another one free. That's definitely a big shot across the bow. No two ways about that. Inside the Dow Industrials, let's see what's bringing it to another all-time high. It doesn't take much because of the aspect that there's so many stocks there that are trading at a couple $100. And there it is. Boeing's the one that's doing it. Boeing putting 24 positive points into it. That's a $245 stock. You get United Technologies putting 19. That's a $113 stock. 3M's putting 15, that's a $211 stock, and Johnson & Johnson's putting 12, that's a $134 stock. Taking 11 points away from his Travelers, that's at trading 119. You get Apple taking 8 points away from it. Let's go to Apple for a second, take a look at Apple. So, let's get interesting. So Apple, bottom line, gets a sideways day, no big deal. Volume's not heavy, but it's just laying at lower price. So what you're going to see with Apple tomorrow morning, it's going to try to push into this, looks like it wants to push into 156. You know, it's just laying there. You know, you came off a high the day of their announcement, 15 million shares. You went from a price point of 163 to 158. Yesterday, go to 157, 91, and you're kind of laying right there at the 158 number right now. Boston, folks, September 30th, come visit us. We're doing a live workshop in Boston. That workshop is sponsored by Nadex. It's a free workshop. It's going to be at the Boston Marriott, which is in Burlington, Mass. That's going to start at 8:45 in the morning. It's going to go from 8:45 to 1 in the afternoon. Get a continental breakfast, a lot of great education. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. Let's go to Rich in Denver, Colorado. Hey, Rich, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
No complaints.
Cool, man.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about EFX, Equifax. I was going to short it today, but it seems to be jumping all over the board.
Let's take a look at it. You don't want to short it because this has already gone down dramatically. So you got Equifax. The low is today, $89. The high is $147, and that high was reached only a month ago, folks. Yeah, you know, I mean, when something rips apart like this, it's, you know, I wouldn't be touching this thing. I mean, if you got a nice counter trend bounce up to like 125, yeah, you might have something there. But
okay,
you know, I mean, this thing already get well. I mean, and it doesn't mean that it's not going to go a lot lower either, Rich. But you know, bottom line, when you get smoked like this type of number. Yeah, it's already lost 33% of its value in 5 trading days. You know.
Yeah, right.
You'll get some kind of a bounce, man. And you know, it's amazing, folks, that you know we were talking about this morning, my son and I on the morning show. What this was is that this was just negligence, because they were informed of the breach in the software. It's an Apache software breach. Apache had informed everyone that uses that type of software what it was. Bottom line is they didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I know, and something like 140 million of them went out there, or something to that effect.
That's
an
correct.
Astronomical amount.
Right, and you know the difference is in this deal too, folks, is that this is not someone that you and I decided we are going to do business with. You know, the Equifaxes of the world, the TransUnions of the world. We don't have a choice of doing business with them. If we are getting credit, which, you know, unless you know, behind a rock, man, everyone's in the financial business, right? You know what I mean? I mean,
I know exactly what you mean. Everybody has to use it.
We have to, you know, we don't, you know, we deal with the banks. The banks deal with that. We use it, period. And they have all our information. So it's pretty intriguing that they weren't all over it. And the thing that's a mind blower about this, you know, I was looking at the revenues this morning. This is a gross revenue is $3.4 billion. So it's not like they, you know, they basically just didn't do their job. And
yeah,
now,
they got lax on the whole thing.
Yeah, and you know, the stories out here now are pretty intriguing, because the amount of people that are putting their hold on credit, which you can do, you know, folks. Okay, you can put a hold on your credit so no one can pull it, and it's really a good idea, because you can take it off just as easy. When you want to get a credit card, just take it off, you know, let it go, put it back on, you know.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and that's going to affect those companies. That's what's going to get intriguing, because you know they make money on each one of us, even though we don't know it. That 3.5 billion, that's going to be a lot of customers, right?
Yeah, it is. That's a big amount. You're right.
It is, man.
All right. Thank you very much, Tom. Appreciate it.
Okay, have a great one, man. Have a safe one. I want to go look at this just again. I'm just curious as to where, let's see. So if we put this on, whoa, baby, look at that. So in 5 days, that just brought that back to March of 2015. It actually looks like this thing's going to go down to $66. But you can see, the last time, you know, when we get volume, you do have support at $91.72, and it traded to $89.59. This type of volume, though, this is a destroyed stock. You'll get a bounce, but this thing can go south, and go south in a large way still. Because what you are going to have out here, what I expect we're going to have out here, is that you're going to get the liability suits are going to be huge, and you know, just the credit monitoring is going to be huge. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here, and thus far, it's going to be interesting. It doesn't look like we have much volume going on. You get, oh, First Data is down. That's interesting. Let me pull this up. So First Data. That's down 48 cents at $17.93. Now, this is a huge credit card processor. I know them really well, because we used to use these guys, and then we got a better deal off another firm. I believe this is one of the largest ones out there. 7.9 billion running credit cards. That's what they get. Can you imagine that? Amazing. Yeah, it's at highs. That's at highs. Bottom line, that's $7.9 billion. Imagine that, of little tiny fees every single time. Comcast is off 28 cents. You get Apple down $1.20. We have United States Steel off 99. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials looks like it's going to be closing at all-time highs. We have the Dow up 49, Nasdaq's down 29, S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 42. You get the Nasdaq down 32. S&Ps are off $1.50. And tomorrow you do have quad witching, so you're going to have the cash S&P expire on the open, and what that always mostly does, folks, is puts a little volatility into this open tomorrow morning. You can see a fast gap up and odd down. Most times this thing normally gaps up pretty quickly. They'll get a lot of these out of the money. But bottom line is it is on the open. We volume-wise out here on the NYSE, what we have, let's see, we are at you're at 530 million on the NYSE, and the Nasdaq Composite, we're at 1.5. They'll jam a couple $100 million into both of those coming into the close. You know, when you do get over to our website at TFNN, what you're going to see right in the front page, and this is you know, bottom line, if you're looking inside the CD market, Everbank right now has an amazing CD out there, and this is the CD. It's all about the emerging market currencies. It's only $1,500 to open. It's the 3-year market-safe emerging currencies CD. Bottom line is that if we take a look at the term sheet, what you have the currency breakdowns goes like this. You have the Brazil real. We have the I got to pull up these signals right now. When we start off the program, I'll go right back to that level, and we'll take a look at that. When we go back into this, there we go. So at this open tomorrow morning, what you're going to expect is that you're going to expect a bit of volatility as we come into this market. You get the Dow at all-time highs. Bottom line, though, it's going to stay at all-time highs today as that close. Dow up 47, NASDAQ down 31, S&P's up down $1.50. We're going to be right back, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you know, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, you know, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, you know, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 45. New all-time high, closing all-time high, all of the above. NASDAQ down 31, S&P's off 1. Gold contract up $3.70, trading at $13.31.70 an ounce. Silver down 3 cents, $17.83 an ounce. Platinum up $1.25, $9.82 an ounce. Copper off 2 pennies, $2.96 a pound. Light sweet crude up 40 cents, $49.70 a barrel. Light sweet crude caught a bid, folks. Bottom line is pushing into the $50 level. Got there today. Have the volume to get higher. Notes, 10-year note, flat, 126.13, 30-year bond up 11 ticks, 155.05. Let's go over there and take a look at it, because that's going to get intriguing. You had the bond market pull back. We had lighter volume on the pullback. You rejected lower price out here today. You got to a price point of, let's see, we got to 154.12. 154, yeah, you're coming into 154.09. It's going to be interesting. It's if in fact this thing can get a bounce tomorrow, because if the bond market got a bounce tomorrow, that would be saying that with quad witching happening, we're going to have a little action here. Yeah, the 10-year also. The 10-year got to 126.05. It did reject that lower price out there. Yeah, we had lighter volume. We did 1.3 million contracts versus 1.9. Yeah, the 10-year looks like it wants to bounce too. So that's going to make tomorrow, Friday, a very interesting day. High volatility you can expect out here. King dollar. What do we have at King dollar? King dollar, folks, was down 383 ticks, trading 92.125. King dollar, the way King dollar is set up out here is that it got to a higher high. The high being, whoops, 1 second, there we go. That high being today 92.660. Couldn't hold volume. Didn't. Oh, 1 second, wrong contract. I had the Z contract. We got to 92.420. We're right now trading the December contract. Had the volume behind the move. Yeah, we did 37,000 contracts. That's saying that that thing's going to run somewhere into the 93.840 mark. So I expect you're going to see that back top side. We go over and we take a look at the S&Ps. What we have with the S&Ps, that's just laying right at the highs, folks. We're at 250.09, and the SPY and your benchmark is 248.91. The benchmark I'm giving you out here is the 8th of August. Why the 8th of August? Well, that's where we hit a nice spike high. You know, it went up to 248.91. Ended up closing at 247.26. Made it down to a low of 241. We came up to that once again on the 1st of September. We basically tested it, couldn't handle it. We broke it last week. We did 71 million shares versus the 128 million. Bottom line, you've had kind of anemic volume up at these highs. NDX 100. What do we have with the NDX 100? We take a look at the 3Qs. 3Qs down 86 cents today. You did 29 million shares. So this is subtle, but bottom line, you have got an expansion of volume. What you also have is that you are under 145.96. We're at 145.56. That is saying that now the NDX 100 wants to go to 140. Let's go see if Oracle came out with numbers just yet. Oracle closed at 52.70. It's trading 53.62. Probably come out with numbers. That's up $1. Oracle, the estimate was, let's see, revenue estimate was $9.03 billion. They did $9.21 billion. Bottom, man, imagine that. 90 days, folks, doing $9.21 billion. It's pretty amazing. There's no doubt about that. Let's see. Their cloud revenue is $1.47 billion. Their hardware revenue is $943 million. Their service revenue is $860 million. They're working on an adjusted operating margin of 41%. So 41 cents of every dollar, folks, is going to the bottom line. Pretty amazing. They took in a short-term deferred revenue. They had short-term deferred revenue of $10.3 billion. And their earnings per share, the estimate was 60 cents. They made 62. And so let's just look at this again. So you're at 53.57, so it's up 60 cents. I believe this is at all-time highs anyway. Yeah, it is. So you're at all-time highs. We hit 53.14 today. Right now, you are trading out at 53.57. And if we go back to the Qs for a second, it hasn't done anything to the Qs. In fact, the Qs are trading down another 6 cents after the close. So there's probably another NDX stock out here that just come out with numbers that's not on my radar just yet. And let's go take a look at Apple, because Apple can move that in about a heartbeat. Look at that. No, it's not Apple. Apple is down $1.37, trading 158.28. Apple's set up just to basically jump down to this 156, folks, the way this is set up here. It hasn't been able to handle the highs. It made their announcements, did all the ball of wax at 163. You're at 158 right now. We'll see where it shakes out. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market, and volume-wise, this is what we got. They pushed some volume in the NYSE at the close. We got 856 million on the NYSE coming at the close. Well, no, all day. They pushed 250 million into close, though. And in NASDAQ Composite, we did 1.794 billion. We look at some of the higher volume stocks out here. This is what you have looking at this market. You have the Ford was down 6 cents. You had Bank of America off 9. Advanced Micro was up 4. We had Equifax down 233. Range Resources were up 55. Coca-Cola was down 39. Facebook was off 2. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials finished up 45. NASDAQ down 31. S&P's off 1. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We go back to Oracle. We take a look at Oracle. So, Oracle, you talk about some heavy numbers, man. This is pretty amazing. So, let's pull this back a little bit. Let's see. So growth-wise, we just look at this. This is amazing, actually. They shifted. I see what they did. They shifted the cloud. That's what they did. It's not that their growth. Actually, they don't have growth, but yet they're. Yeah, what they did do. No, 287. They're just, you know, it's just steady. That's what it comes down to. So if we look at today's numbers, 37.9 billion. If we go back to 2013, 37.3 billion. But I guess it comes down to the aspect that their margins are so dramatic. Their margins are 41%, folks. 41%. And now out of that, the cloud is 30 billion business for them. The hardware is 4 billion. The software is 3 billion. And if you do look at this, this is where I'm surprised that Larry Ellison is now the richest man in the world. I'm not sure what number he's at, but I don't ever remember Bill Gates having 1 billion shares, but he probably did. So Larry Ellison owns 27.18 of the company. It's 1.1 billion shares he owns. It's pretty amazing. So do the math on that one. If we go back to Microsoft, but Bill Gates has been selling forever, and we take a look at Microsoft. So Microsoft is a $77 stock, and we look in here. Let's see where we go. There's Bill Gates right there. That's interesting. So Bill Gates is down to 1.3% of the company. 103 million shares. And he just sold 64,000. I'm not sure whether he sells 64,000 every day or every week or what that is, but for as long as I remember bringing this up, he's been selling stock. And it's one of those deals, you know, it is a defined plan. You know, but I do remember when I first used to do this, that you had him and Steve Bell, I forgot his last name, who basically owns one of the basketball teams now. They were the two up there. Let's go over and take a look at the XLE since since the oil market caught that bid. Now the XLE going right into the swing point. So you had that swing at $67.12. That was on July 28th. We hit 67 flat out. It'd be nice to see that get tested again. But what you did have here is that looks to me like bottom line, it's going to have a tough time up at this level. Let's go to Chevron first, because Chevron is the mover in here. Oh, that's a nice signal. So Chevron, this took a straight line up. 105, hit 115.33 today, and then just gave it up. Let me see what it's going into. Oh, it's nice. It's going into its last swing also. It's going into where it went down from that 117 to 112 on the 27th. Exxon, who's been the dog inside the XLE, that's just coming up to its swing area, 80.82, and we hit 80.01 today, 09 rather. JP Morgan, we go into the finance business, and the banks, folks, just don't want higher price. You know, try to get higher today, couldn't handle it. You get a high volume low at $88. That's where it looks like it wants to go. Jamie Dimon, he was taking shots at Bitcoin yesterday, and they worked. You know, Bitcoin down 487 bucks today. That's Jamie Dimon. You get China closing exchanges left and right. So Bitcoin down 486 bucks today. Off a high of $4,900. Now you're at 34, so 1,500 bucks. This has come down in 10 trading days. 3, 6, 9, yeah, 11 trading days. That's pretty intense. So it blew by one of its gaps, at a gap of 39.04. Blew by that. 35.88 rather. Blew by that. So this is saying now 28.77 is game. This is going to be pretty intense watching this thing shake out, man. That's 28.77. You had a high of almost $5,000. Yeah, that's 50% retracement. And we'll see whether it wants to retrace more than that. But the news on Bitcoin has that Bitcoin fell for the 5th day, longest losing streak in more than a year, after one of China's largest online exchanges said it would stop handling trades by the end of the month amid a government crackdown on cryptocurrencies. BTC China will immediately stop accepting new account registrations on its BTC China exchange. Chief Executive Bobby Lee said Thursday in a tweet, the decision was made after carefully considering the September 4th announcements by Chinese regulators that outlawed the initial coin offerings, he said. Yeah, bottom line, folks, you're in China, you better do what they have to say, or guess what? You disappear. That's it. It's curtains, and it doesn't seem to matter how much you have, what kind of power you have. You get out of power, see you, don't want to be you. No two ways about that. Let's go take a look at Berkshire Hathaway, Berkshire, BRK. So Berkshire trading at a price point of $178.57. This came off the high at the hurricane. We went from 181 down to 172. It looks like it's going to get back to 172. It'd be interesting to see just how much these hurricanes are actually going to cost these insurers, reinsurers, all of the above. Because this Irma was, well, Harvey was a huge one for the water. Irma was a huge one for the wind. That's gonna cause some damage, and there's no doubt. What was cool is this. If you remember, if you look at Travelers, and I was saying this on the air before this thing had hit. Travelers was saying, so Travelers had gone down from, between Harvey going down from $130, went down to $113. Then it got this huge pop on the 8th, before we actually got the hurricane here. And I was looking, I said, the market's saying that we're not going to get hit as bad as the weather is saying. And, for you folks in South Florida, I do apologize. I know you got hit beyond belief, and it's a drag. But the market was basically expecting that this was going to come right up the West Coast and wreck the whole West Coast simultaneously. And what did happen, if you look at the map of Florida, folks, picture just one big finger. It's a peninsula that sticks in the water. And what happened is that it hit the Naples, so that's when it got on land. And on land, as it comes up the coast, of course, it basically falls apart. The thing that's intriguing about the Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area where we are, it's very hard for a hurricane to get up into here, and this proved it once again, which is, we are so lucky, but it really proved it. And the reason being is that, let's say it hits Naples, well, it got all that wind coming up, breaks it. The other side of it, normally if they go into the Gulf, they go right up to Louisiana, and of course if you go on the East Coast, you're on the East Coast. So it's kind of a cool place to be if you're going to be in Florida. And you got to be cognizant of hurricanes. No two ways about that. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow finished up 45, NASDAQ down 31, S&P's down a half a point. We're going to be right back.
If you're looking to open your portfolio to a world of opportunity, consider the new market-safe emerging currency CD from EverBank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 5 equally weighted currencies from Brazil, China, India, Indonesia, and Turkey at a time when experts see great potential for global growth. Even better, it features a 7.0 leverage factor, which means you could earn a potential market upside payment of 7 times the CD's performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. The September 28th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. EverBank is a division of TIAA, FSB, member, FDIC.
Tom O'Brien has just announced that he'll be coming to Boston September 30th for a free workshop, The Art of Timing the Trade. Join Tom O'Brien Saturday morning, September 30th at the Boston Marriott in Burlington, Massachusetts, as he breaks down his trading methodology and provides you with the tools to become a more successful and profitable trader. Everyone that attends in person will receive a free signed copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. Daryl Martin from Apex Investing Institute will also be presenting for 90 minutes at this free event.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. Join me in Boston on September 30th as I return to my hometown for a workshop about the art of Timing the Trade. I look forward to seeing all the Tigers and Tigresses for this special free event.
All action starts early at 7:30 a.m. with a continental breakfast and wraps up at about 1 p.m. Topics that Tom will be covering during his presentation include quality volume, cause and effect, ABC structures, swing points, and much, much more. For all the information on this free Boston event taking place Saturday, September 30th, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over and take a look at that gold market. So, XAU, HUI. XAU out here today traded to 87.72. You had your break top side. So the break top side started at 86.65 and went to 89. Interesting. So let me look at this here. Get the volume in it. Come down yesterday with 33 million, which is great. You're coming into 36 million. This still, let me pull up a couple of these. ABX. What we're gonna do here, folks, is what we're gonna get inside the XAU. Okay, so ABX. Yeah, we're gonna be back down. Okay, cool. So ABX, you know, that rejected lower price, 1687. Now this is the largest weighting structure inside the XAU and HUI. But that had an expansion of volume. So that's saying you're going to get at least a test of that again. And this is, I do expect that this is right where we're going to be laying out, meaning hitting this low. But I expect what you're going to see, we hit 1687, 1639 is game. Let me see what Newmont's doing. Oh, Newmont's strong. Interesting, man. Okay. Yeah, Newmont's strong like bull. So Newmont did have an expansion of volume, though. We came down to 37.41. You did 7 million shares. We only did 3 yesterday, 3.8. You're coming into 9, which is still what you're coming into is still a good scene, because that's saying it still wants higher price. If we go to the GDX, and of course coming into Friday, folks, is always wild inside the metal markets. If we take a look at the GDX, that was a nice setup too. GDX gets down to a price point of 24.05. We did 42 million shares. You're going into 83 million. That's still saying 24.27. Oh, interesting though. Yeah, no, this is gonna this is gonna be a tough call, man. Because what the GDX did is this: the GDX actually went into the highs of where it broke out from. That's when it took out the consolidation that had been in place going all the way back to the 24th of April. But then it rejected the whole high of that. So the GDX is saying it can get to higher price. Let me bring up Randgold Resources and a couple others. So Randgold, yeah, that wants lower price, even though it's up 74 cents. Franco-Nevada, FNV. Nope. So that rejected lower price. Randgold, no, let's say Royal Gold. That definitely rejected lower price, huh? This is going to be pretty wild watching this thing tomorrow then, you know, because what you do have there is that the equities look like they want higher price right now. That's kind of how they're set up. So we'll watch that dollar tomorrow, you know, because the dollar what the dollar did do today is that it got to a higher price. It had higher volume, however, and then it gave it up on price. You've done 38,000 contracts. Now, the dollar hasn't been able to catch a bid going all the way back. The last time it caught a bid was on March 27th. It had traded down to 99, and then for about 10 days, it got up to 100.950. From that point on, it was a straight move down to 90. There's a little divergence there. I wouldn't be jumping in that market just yet, though. I'd basically wait to see how tomorrow shakes out. Let's go to the, I'll go to the GLD, see if we can get something out of the GLD. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, so the gold contract still wants to pull back. The GLD, this one higher today with 4.9 million. That doesn't fly. We come down yesterday with 8.4. Yeah, the GLD still wants lower price. So if the contract gets lower price, what would be cool there is that if the contract is getting the lower price and the equities hold really well, which they very well could, you know, that's happened plenty of times. If we go look at Gold Corp's trading 1343. That looks like we can get into 1315. If we look at Harmony Gold, that caught a bid today, so that's up 6 cents. That doesn't look like it wants to pull back. Let me see what the Rand dollar is doing. So the Rand dollar is trading 13.12 Rand dollars to 1 US dollar. That's kind of that's a good setup for South African equities. There's no doubt about that. Silver. Let's go take a look at a few of the silver stocks. If we go to Hecla first, we take a look at Hecla. Yep, Hecla wants lower price. We're at 509. This thing can get down to 488 pretty quickly. First Majestic. That's not a bad setup. That doesn't look like it really wants that lower price. Pan American Silver. Yeah, that wants lower price. This is a beauty, man. Pan American Silver, folks, if you have some patience, this thing had a high 5 days ago of 1956. You're at 1788. I would just let it drift. It looks like it wants to drift down to the $17.10 area. If we look at Rob McEwen, McEwen Mining, that's trading to 250. And this one's setting up for a buy. This one's setting up for a buy at 236. You know, we come off the bottom of 214. You get up to a price point of 286. Had some nice juice on the way back, on the way up. Pulling back, has lighter volume on the way back. That's basically a decent setup. If we look at Humana Gold, AUY, same type of setup. But Humana actually, see, Humana's ahead of itself. This is cool. So Humana came down to 277, which is exactly where it broke topside from. We did it with 6 million shares versus 13.8. Yeah, that's okay. That's going to be a heads up. That looks like whatever is going on, I would say tomorrow, going into this weekend, it looks like the gold contract is going to catch a bid. The dollar's hell on a handbag once again. That's pretty amazing. That's where it seems to be setting up, though. Let's go to the king equity out here, Amazon. What did Amazon do? Amazon's at 992.21. That thing just looks like it wants to basically try to get up and test the 1,040, 1,083 area. Facebook, we'd take a look at Facebook. Facebook, well, this is interesting. So Facebook, this is the first day this happened. Facebook has actually came off the high with volume expanding, 15.5 million. That's saying Facebook wants to run back to 165. And that just might be the aspect that these companies are getting so big and powerful right now. Let's go to Google. That it looks that, and Google came down 998, 1.3 million. That had volume too. Yeah, you know what it looks like? Because there was, this headline was pretty cool. There was a headline out there that Facebook and Google are actually just like surveillance companies, which we know they are, in a huge way. And I suspect, you know, what the article was going on into was the aspect that, yeah, well, our government's definitely going to get into it. find out what they have. But a lot of other governments are going to want to do the same thing because all governments, of course, folks want what? Want all the information that they can get. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have the Dow finished at an all-time high of 45 bucks. NASDAQ down 31. S&P's off a half a point. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And folks, when you come over to our website at TFNN, you are going to see right on the right-hand side. If you take a look at the right-hand side, you're going to see an Everbank banner. Now, if you happen to be in the CD market, this is a great way to get diversified, to have no risk that you will lose your principal capital. This is it's a 3-year emerging market currency CD. So the way these Everbank CDs work, well, the one we're talking about now, this is a principal protected CD. And this one is pretty intriguing. In order to open the account, you need $1,500. Your principal is 100% protected. So what you would give up getting this account would be that you can do a 3-year CD, and I don't know what the exact number is, but let's just say it's 2 or 3%, whatever that is. I suspect it's probably not even that high, but it might be, okay? Bottom line, you would give up that opportunity cost knowing that, okay, I can get 2%. You know, the 10-year bond right now is only 2.1%. So whatever that 3-year would be, that's an opportunity cost that you would give up. Your upside of this, though, is phenomenal, folks. The upside is 7 times the CD performance at maturity with no cap. So this is a leveraged upside. This is an FDIC-approved product, insured product, rather, and it is IRA eligible. Now, this is how, when you hit the banner, you can actually go to the term sheet, and then you can go to the breakdown. I'll go to the currency breakdown first. So the 5 currencies that we're talking about are the Turkish lira, the Indonesian rupee, the Indian rupee, the Chinese renminbi, and the British real. So all the cash goes into these. If, in fact, let's get the term sheet here. So we take a look at the term sheet, and actually what I want to go into, there it is. I want to go into return scenarios. As we did the term sheet, I want to go into the return scenarios. So the CD performance has 7 times leverage factor. If the currencies go up in value over the CD's term, you will receive 7 times the average of the increase as your market upside payment, in addition to the 100% of your deposited principal at CD maturity. Check it out, folks. It's a pretty wild deal. And as I said, your downside is the opportunity cost. That's it, because you are going into the currency market, and the bottom line is that we'll see where this dollar goes, but the correlation is the dollar against these currencies. That is what this is all about. So check it out right at the front page of TFNN. You can hit the banner right on the side, the EverBank banner. And, you know, bottom line is that EverBank, I mean, they have a lot of great products. They have mortgages. They have all of the above. Once you do open an account there, then you can take advantage of all those other great services that they do have. 877-927-6648. Let's go over. I want to go take a look at the good old Kroger. The reason I want to look at Kroger, this is pretty wild. So when Amazon was getting in the Whole Foods business, this stock got absolutely smoked. Okay, so look at this. We went from a price point of $30 down to $20 in 3 days. It's a 21, 26 right now. The thing that's amazing is that it's like, I'm not sure whether KR, because these guys, I think they might have started off in the coffee business. I'm not too sure. But what's going on is that they are going, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's just a restaurant or a coffee business. The largest supermarket chain in the United States, it's a restaurant business they're getting into. Okay, so this is what it's called. Kroger, which has been, of course, under pressure to reignite sales, is going to start offering American comfort food at Kitchen 1883 next month. Located next to one of those company's supermarkets in Kentucky and not far from the headquarters, the eatery is Kroger's first restaurant and will have a separate entrance. The name is a nod of the year for Barney Kroger first opened the grocery store in downtown Cincinnati. The restaurant will feature made-from-scratch food and cocktails, the company said. The announcement follows Chief Executive Officer Rodney McMullen pledged to redefine the market as a share of the stomach rather than a share of the traditional grocery stores. Food retailers are increasingly dependent on prepared foods. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I can see that. Bottom line, though, I can't see. Let me pull this back a bit. You know, you've been in the grocery business is totally different than the restaurant business. Yeah, this thing is This thing's going down to $12.54. That's going to be quite a hit. Let me just see this. So they take in $115 billion, and for grocery store, yeah, they've been growing. I mean, they took in $96 billion in 2013. Now 115. That's not a bad setup. Now they're going against Amazon, and Amazon, wow. Amazon's a monster, man. So here, listen to these numbers on Amazon, folks. From 2013, so 2013, Amazon took in $74 billion. This year, they're taking in $170 billion. 170. That is amazing. And check out, you know, Amazon still can grow so dramatically. North America is $79 billion. International is $44 billion. That's it. And the web services are $12 billion. Web services are going to keep going up. You can just see that. The earnings per share on Amazon, bottom line, next year, folks, is supposed to skyrocket, okay? So 2017, bottom line, $3.89. 2018, $8.70. Left to know how they're going to do that. That is one monster number. But bottom line, they're definitely changing the aspects of how we shop. There's no two ways about that. And what is happening, which you can see, is that I would say it's hurting every store that's selling any type of dry goods. Because there's, when you talk about dry goods getting delivered to your house, putting in the garage, end of story, it's right there. And those dry goods when we buy them, you tend to buy quite a few of them. And it seems that I could actually see the day when smaller meat stores could actually make some money. And the reason being is that that's one of them. You're just going to be going to grocery stores for fresh goods. Why shouldn't it, really, right? When you actually think about it. You stay right there, folks. Of course, we got our man, Mr. Andy Eck, coming up in 10 minutes. Oracle came out with numbers. Bottom line, they made their numbers, and Oracle's trading up $1 right now. It closed at $52.79, trading $52.93.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 45, NASDAQ down 31, S&P's flat, and of course, don't forget, you stay right there because our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, is going to be coming up next at 5 o'clock, and you can get him right on your cell phone at TFNN.com. You just hit Tiger TV. Yeah, and you know, it's interesting. We were just talking about Kruger and opening up food stores, you know, and one of the Tigers did remind me of in Boston, folks, used to be a great store, Jordan Marsh, and they had blueberry muffins that were unbelievable. There's no doubt about it, man. In fact, you know what's so funny about that? I'm not kidding. This is pretty sick. I mean, this is how far, I guess it goes back. We could take a bus right from South Boston downtown, and was all at 10 cents. And we'd do it just to go up and get a blueberry muffin, man. That's crazy. But there's no doubt. That's that was real. That was real then, and I could go for one of those blueberry muffins right now, man. I'm starving. So tomorrow morning, folks, you get option expiration, you get quad witching. That's options. That's the cash. That's the options on the cash. That's the options on the futures. That's all the options on the equities. You can expect some volatility. I expect we're going to see some volatility at the open. The reason at the open, that's where the cash expires, folks. Okay, so the S&P cash, man, the options on the cash, that's just a violent move when this happens. And most of the time, whatever way that spikes at the open, it will go the other way very quickly. Then it settles down. That being said, the way we went through that gold market, bottom line is it looks like gold does want to move again tomorrow. You know, the equities want to move higher. It's going to be interesting because that's saying once again that good old King Dollar just can't catch a bid. You know, we'll see how the baby shakes out, but you can expect some volatility tomorrow morning. Stay right there. Our man, Mr. Andy Hecht's coming up next. And, of course, at whatever radio station you listen to, remember, you can just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. And, oh, I do remember the Bailey's Hot Fudge Sundays. Oh, my God, and those big glass cups. No, glass. Yeah, it was like a glass. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Look forward to speaking to you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.